All right, so let's go ahead and do questions 3 and 4. I just wrote it on the back of my paper because I messed up on the front. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and do method 2 first. So, which is the bar method. I'm going to go ahead and break down 48 into its prime factorization. So 48 is 2 times 24. 24 is 2 times 12. 12 is 2 times 6. And 6 is 2 times 3. So you can break it down however you want to, but I'm going to end up with 4 2's and a 3. So I'm going to go ahead and don't forget your negative on the outside. I'm going to bring that over. And I'm going to write all these animals in the barn in order. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So I counted for 1, 2, 3, 4 2's and 1 3. I'm going to look at that and I'm going to look at the animal pairs separately. So I have a pair of 2's and I have another pair of 2's. But that 3 does not have a pair. So when I bring these guys out of the barn, I'm just going to bring down just a 2. That set of animals came out. I'm also going to bring out this set of 2's. And we said that earlier, when you have things on the outside, they're going to multiply. So I'm actually going to multiply these on the outside, and I'm going to go ahead and bring down my negative. So the negative was already outside. I brought a pair of 2's out. I brought another pair of 2's out, and this 3 doesn't have a partner. So he's stuck inside. So I'm going to leave him inside. And then just go ahead and multiply whatever you have on the outside. So negative times 2 is a negative 4. And then root 3 is stuck on the inside. So that's how method 2 works. If you wanted to do method 1, which I'll go ahead and do down here, I would have negative root 48. And I would break it into 2 factors, one of which is a perfect square. So you would need to go through your list, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, etc., and see which number actually goes in there evenly. Well, I know that 16 goes in there, so I would do 16, and then 16 times what is 48? Well, 16 times 3. 16 was the biggest, so 49 didn't go in, 36 didn't go in, 25 didn't go in. 4 does go in, but 4 is not the largest, so I chose 16 because it was the biggest. I'm going to, if you have if you have 2 radicals in this method, one of them should work out to be a perfect square, and the other one should just be whatever. So this 16 is going to turn into a 4. And he's now on the outside. So on the outside, I now have a negative and a 4. So I have a negative 4 and a root 3. So either way, if you want to do that method where you go through the factors, it's totally cool. If you happen to know your perfect squares and multiplication tables are good, you can go straight to that method. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the last question. So question number 4. I'm going to do method 2 again first. So I'm going to go ahead and do the factor tree. So I'm going to break down 108 into things that I know. Well, I can always divide by 2. So I know that half of 108 is 54. I know that half of 54 is 27. But then 27 you've got to actually break down. 27 is 3 times 9. And 9 is 3 times 3. So I've broken this guy down to all of its lowest parts. I'm going to go ahead and I like to copy my guy on the outside, and then I'm going to write all these factors in a row. So I have 2 2's, so 2 times 2, and I have 3 3's. Okay, I'm going to look at my animal pairs. So I have a set of 2's, and I have a set of 3's. But this 3 is solo, so I can't do anything with that guy. So bringing things out. Well, firstly, this 2 has to come down. He's just part of the outside. So he's going to stay on the outside. But then this 2 is going to come out. He's going to times. And this 3 is going to come out. And it's going to times. So don't forget your outside number. But then I have a set of 2's and a set of 3's. But this guy is stuck on the inside. So he's going to stay inside the barn. I'm just going to multiply everything on the outside. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 more is 12. So my answer is 12 root 3. So that's my answer using method 1. Method 2 rather. I'm going to go ahead and do this also using method 1. Well, 2 root 108 is the same thing as 2 times, and just 2 radicals multiplied together. So then you got to go through your list. Again, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, and go through your list and try to figure it out. Well, if you go through your list, you're going to figure out that 36 is a perfect square that goes into 108 evenly. So it's going to be 36 times 3. All right. And then, because I've chosen the largest perfect square, 3 should not have any perfect squares inside of it, and 36 should reduce. Well, the square root of 36 is 6. So now on the outside, I have a 2 and a 6, which is 12. And on the inside, I'm stuck with that root 3. So I, again, get 12 root 3. All right. So this is the end of the notes. On the back side of your notes, there are some homework problems. Some of those are on the quiz, but you need to finish that for homework for tonight, and I'll check that tomorrow.